Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to check my phone because I don't see my live stream on it. I'm back with you in a second. That's better. So, welcome to Slim welcome to Bill. A happy new year to you too. And anybody else that's watching. I don't think there's many watching at the moment. There might not be anyway because it's New Year's Day. And I've always got a doubt that Interchangex is going to show up. I don't know what it is. I've always just got a nagging doubt that sometimes he won't show. But anyway, his opponent Banda, and I hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear as well. By the way, you can let me know. Banda has a Philippines flag, and I've never seen him before in VP4, let alone see him play. So he's ready and keen to go because he's been in the lobby for a good hour and more, and we've got 5 minutes for Interchangex to show up. Audio is sound. I crack myself up. What the hell does that mean, Slim? And well, the good news is Interchangex has arrived. Now, while we've got time, let's just look at this schedule. We've got the match right now. It's a round 2 match. Both of these players got a bye to round 2, so they've not played in the tournament yet. And then actually early tomorrow morning my time, that's later on in the evening US time, whether you be East Coast or West Coast, you've got Whiskey 2, who mostly plays snooker as far as I'm aware, against, and I'm still going to stick with I Rossi. I don't think that's an L. Anyway, it's Rossi, who's also a snooker player mostly. The two of them are going at it at 1:30 a.m. in the morning, and as far as that goes, I'm more than happy if Slim is going to be around for him to cover this match, because that is too late for me. Even though I don't have work tomorrow morning, it'd be fine if Slim's going to be around to do it. I've got no problem with that at all. We've got Mr. Bill against Vinces, and that match has been arranged for this Saturday coming, and it is at 2 p.m. in the afternoon my time. Now, the good news as far as that goes is that I will be home from work, and I should certainly be around to cover that match. And then finally, of course, the match that's been there since day one pretty much. We've got Fast Eddie and Spectre Dawn, and that's still a long way away. Another 10 days for that match to go ahead. So we know what's on the schedule. We know what is available. One other thing. Let me just do a show banners. Hang on a sec. We've got, in actual fact, Slim, that's what I meant to say to you. The two of us have slimed. Me and Slim have signed up for the Monday night 9-ball Scotch doubles, which is on, of course, at its usual time. Now, the one thing about that is that it clashes with, where the hell is it on the, oh, there it is. It clashes with this New Year's Day tournament that's on later tonight as well. I say clashes, it's going to probably overrun into it. Well, we've actually got two teams in. We've got myself and Slim against Chimpy and Brainfill out, and any more that might show up. Now, that's fine until you look at the calendar, and it's just in case any of those guys are looking to sign up for the New Year's Day tournament. In fact, I thought there was a New Year's Day tournament. Am I just blind and I'm not seeing it? Has it been deleted? I thought there was a New Year's Day tournament. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I was sure there was one. And right a minute. Wait a minute. I've got it all wrong. It's at 5:30. That's right. This match is going to run into that. Let's have a look and see. I thought it was later. And there's only 3 in it at the moment. So that's where we stand. We've got 2 teams in. the 9-ball Scotch doubles. We've got this match about to go right now. In fact, it is up right now. I'm too busy waffling on. We're just in time for the lag. We've got Banda on the right hand side, and we will get a judgment of what level of gameplay he has. And first of all, he can't lag. So that's not a good start. That is not very promising. Good afternoon to Cobra. And so Interchangex breaks off. 5-ball has gone. No real shot in the one. I mean, he can cut it in. And then it just depends where the cue ball's going to hit. I mean, this is too tight in the rail to be potting it, but like most players in the game, they'll all go for it. And it's not particularly. I mean, you can feather it right side and try and nick across behind the 6. And that wasn't exactly a great safety. So this time of day obviously must suit Interchangex, because even if he's east coast of the States, it's still 11 AM in the morning his time, and he might have had a rough night last night. So we'll get an opportunity here to see what a sort of level and competence and understanding that Banda is at in this game. I don't take a great deal of notice in terms of the ratings, because not having seen this guy, I doubt very much he's played that many 10-ball games. Well, he's certainly deciding it wasn't worth risking trying to run out, and looking for better opportunities by putting Interchangex in trouble. Although he's left an angle. Well, I thought he'd left an angle. Let's have a look. Well, he would have to put a bit of spin on that to try and kick the 2 in. So, well, Banda's got a shot in the 2, but this looks dangerously close to a scratch in the side pocket here. He's going to have to dig into this quick. And Steve's arrived in the room, which means he's, and well, it went into the other corner pocket, so Steve's probably in Discord. If you just give me a second, guys, I'll be back with you. If I can find Discord. He's not in Discord. So, no, I don't know what. I think he's in having a look to see what's going on, but he's not in Discord. So I've tabbed out to have a look, and he ain't there. Usually if he comes into the room, that's a signal to let me know that he's in Discord, but no sign of him unless he's doing an update, and that's why it's been delayed. So we'll see this shot. I'll have one more tab right now, because I think Interchangex is going to nail Banda to the 9-ball. So he is in Discord.
I am.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time. Well, it's still only 11 AM your time.
Still morning, yeah.
So, Happy New Year to Steve.
Yep, Happy New Year, everybody.
And hopefully everything's loud and clear. Well, this fella Banda, I've never seen him play. He's got a Filipino flag, and we will reserve judgment on him after a few racks.
Well, Sargo's in here watching him. He's Filipino.
Oh, well, at least he's got support.
Sargo's got a Marboys logo if you click on him.
Well, as I said, Interchangex. You would think he'd be the more experienced player, although he doesn't really get an awful lot of table time in comparison to a lot of other players in the game. But he's going to get first rack here. on his break it was as well. Now, Slim was just asking before you arrived, Steve. He was asking whether I was going to be staying up to cover this match with Whiskey 2 and Rossi.
El Rossi, yeah.
Which is on later tonight. It's actually 1:30 AM my time. Slim said he'll be around, so he is going to be covering it. I am going to be too tired. I might set my alarm and get up and watch a bit of it, but much happier if Slim does it.
Yeah, I may pop in. Keep an eye on El Rossi. I don't think he'll do anything after getting DQ'd last time. That sort of takes the shine off of that move, and that is a move.
Now this could duck in behind the 3 here. Yeah.
He caught the 9. He might have been okay if he didn't catch the 9. Catching the 9 when he was done.
So remember what I said a couple of streams ago? I said that when I was going to YouTube, for some reason I was getting videos popping up with the Japanese tsunami. And what did I have this morning? A 7-point something earthquake off the coast.
Yeah, so there was a tsunami warning.
And that's almost, pretty much almost the end. Well, today, sorry, not today, a week ago tomorrow is the anniversary of the big tsunami that wiped out 250,000 people in 2011.
Yeah, I mean, that part of the world, I mean, the Indonesia, and you got places like Sumatra where, you know, volcanoes, earthquakes. I mean, that whole area in there. And Japan has a lot of earthquakes.
Yeah, it's all around the Pacific Ring of Fire, so they're very prone to
Well,
getting
the thing is there's places that could have huge earthquakes that don't happen that often, like off the northwest coast of the United States. You know, there's a continental plate that goes under another continental plate offshore there. I mean, that could produce a gigantic earthquake.
Yeah, there were big earthquakes in Alaska.
The biggest one ever recorded was in Alaska.
They're waiting on the big one coming. I mean, they've been talking about it for a while, but sooner or later it will.
But there's places like Crescent City. So if you look up Crescent City, it's just it's in California, just at the border between Oregon and California. If you look it up and you look at a picture of it, it's literally a crescent. It's a crescent shape right on the shore. If there's ever a big tsunami, that whole city is just gone because
washed away. Yeah, it'll just gather the wave.
Yeah, I mean and they know that. I mean it's like the worst place in the world to live for tsunamis. And the thing is you could have a earthquake in Japan that could produce a big tsunami on the west coast of the United States.
Well,
you know, it's not like you have to be close to the earthquake.
No, but I mean, it would have a good few thousand miles to travel, wouldn't it, to get there, though?
Yeah, but you know, waves travel pretty efficiently through water. There was, I don't know, someplace there's some marks in Japan that were something like 200 feet above the tide line for a tsunami several hundred years ago.
Oh, I mean, the mega tsunamis they're talking about. Yeah. Well, this makes it even better. I mean, we might get shitty weather over here and it's damp, and it's very often mild in the winter. It's not. We don't get severe winters, and the one thing we don't get is earthquakes, and we don't get tsunamis, and we don't get Siberian temperatures. That's a rarity that we get really cold weather. So I'm quite happy where we live. And you can have all the tornadoes and boiling hot temperatures and droughts, and you can keep them. This makes me even more happy. I live where I live. Well,
Here, I'll post the link. So who's on this thing? Is everybody in YouTube or on Twitch?
Well, I'm looking at YouTube at the moment. There's, including myself, there's 7 on YouTube. There's been a lot less people watching on Twitch recently. Cobra will be on Twitch. Slim's on Twitch.
Yeah.
Bill's
there
in,
you guys. I'll post
YouTube.
I'll post a link to a picture of Crescent City. You'll see what I mean. It's like there's a mountain ridge, and then the harbor's a big crescent, and it's pretty flat in there. It wouldn't even take a big tsunami to take that whole city out.
Now, here's a question, Steve. Shibo has just come online. I don't know whether he's went into a room. Let me just tab to have a look and see if he's went to a room. He sent me a message the other day. He said, I wanted to play in the 10-ball tournament, and he didn't know it was on. I says, well, if you spent more time in VP4, you'd know all these things are on, because the messages are up in the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, the link was in the lobby for a month.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah, I think he's in a room, but he's too late as usual. So Interchangex off to a 2-0 lead at the moment, and he's probably going to have to go up and down. Oh, this is no good. Well, it is going to get better. It is opening out a little bit. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to come straight down on top of that 10.
Yeah, when that earthquake went off in '64 in Alaska, it took Crescent City out. They had a big tsunami.
So,
but that earthquake in Alaska was a 9.2 magnitude.
Yeah, that was the same, I think, or virtually the same, maybe slightly more. I think it was about 9.1, the one they had in Japan back in 2011, or 8.9.
No, it wasn't that big.
Yes, it was. Go and Google it. It was either 8.9. At worst, it was 8.9. At best, it was 9.1. So within that region, that was the measurement of that earthquake.
Yeah, they are saying 9.1.
See, that's why I watched it. That's why I was watching a lot of those tsunami videos all last week that were popping up. Well, we've had
now I'm looking someplace else that says 9.0.
We've had a 17-0 victory by Larry and Interchangex. 3-0
well, this could be pretty one-sided. You know, I mean, I'm not sure how much Banda has played VP, but well, it's a game that you know, if you have the pool knowledge, you still have a pretty big adjustment to play this game, because you know, you got to learn the visual, you got to get, you know, you got to develop speed.
He's a bit straight in this 5, so I mean, he's got an open table, so it's about moving the cue ball, because all the balls are available. So he's going to be hooked now. Good. He's going to be hooked.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. He plays the right shot, but you know, it's just the wrong speed or the wrong tip position, and
now you see,
well, and that's unlucky.
It was destined to be a failure there, because he didn't. He's made the same mistake that all non-10 ball players do when he's kicking at a ball. He hasn't called a pocket, or he didn't call a safe, but it doesn't matter anyway at the end of the day. But he wants to get out of that habit fast.
All safety room is stupid in 10 ball because it does nothing.
Well, of course.
I've never understood why that rule was there, and you know, because it doesn't do anything. Whether you call a safe or not doesn't matter, because
Well, does it not give the opposing? I mean, again, I don't play a lot of 10 ball, but does it not give the opposing player an opportunity, the option to put you back in if you call a safety? Is that not?
Well, if you call a safety and make a ball, it does. But if you don't call a safety and make a ball, it does. That's the thing, is if you make a ball that's not in a pocket that you've called, then he has the option. So whether you call safety or not, it's irrelevant.
Well, that bit I don't understand then. I mean, why then call a safety?
Exactly. It makes absolutely no sense.
Because I thought if you call a safety and you do pot a ball, then your opponent does have the option to put you back in.
He does, but if you don't call it and you pot a ball, he's got the option. So, the games like 8-ball and straight pool, call safety means something, because you can call a safety and pot a ball, and the turn still changes to your opponent. It's like, I'm going to pot this ball, but I'm not going to stay at the table, is basically what you're saying.
Well, I'm surprised that that it's not that that it isn't that obvious to people that then it serves no purpose having call a safety.
Well,
and just take it out of the game.
Not everybody thinks that way, and it's in there because it's in the rules, but it makes absolutely no sense. If I left it out of there, then people will be like, how come I can't call a safety, because it says it in the rules, even though it does nothing. It's just one of those things, that the pool rules have had some weird stuff, and I'm kind of surprised that stayed in there. I helped Jewett rewrite the BCA rules once upon a time, and I'm a little surprised that that one stayed in there. Now, there was a proposed modification that one of the pro tours, the UPA tour here, wanted to put in, which if you missed a ball, your opponent would have the option of putting you back in. Now, if you had that rule, then call safety means something, because then you're stating I'm not trying to make the ball, and the other guy wouldn't have that option. And that's an interesting game. If you play that way, it basically means it takes out another element of luck. You can't miss a ball and get lucky and hook the guy, because he'll put you back in. But that has not happened at any level. But I think it actually would be a kind of a good rule addition.
So Interchangex looking to stretch away here. And he'll probably just drop it in and play a long 9. He doesn't want to leave an angle in this 9 if he can help it. I think he wants to be able to just...
if you're going to leave an angle, you want to leave an angle cutting back to the left.
The right way, yeah.
But either way, it doesn't... Honestly, in this situation, it doesn't really matter.
That looks fine.
Where the 9 and 10 are, he's going to get a shot almost no matter what.
So we're taking bets now on whether Banda's going to get a rack in the board. I mean,
he'll get a rack in, but
well, the chance he got himself out of line, hooking himself. So we haven't really seen him, potting balls and getting shape and actually running out. I'm sure that'll happen.
And Interchangex can play at a pretty high level, and I think he's probably comfortable in this game, because obviously he's not being threatened, and we've seen Interchangex play some pretty good pool.
So he's got a ball. I think the 9 ball goes past, not the 9 ball, the 1 goes past the 9. 2 balls just a bit hampered by where the 8 is.
You just roll this and shoot the 2 up in the corner. That's all you do here, because it's rolling right down the line.
Well,
and he missed it. As soon as I sing his praises, he may have been playing shape for the side pocket, which was a mistake.
Yeah.
Because if you play that ball just naturally, it will roll straight at the 2 ball, which, as far as a heuristic for playing position, that's one of the ones you want. You want the cue ball rolling on the line of the next shot because that's the hardest thing to control is the speed of the cue ball.
That was Banda that was at the table. I thought it was Interchangex.
And that was a nice little play there. Oh, it was Banda. You're right. I did too. That was a nice little kick safety there.
The reason I did realise that was because he was calling a pocket, and I thought, well, Banda must know how to call a pocket, but and then it turned out it was Interchangex.
He might miss this ball. He's drawing this ball, which is going to shorten it up. And the harder you hit it, the less it'll shorten. But if you hit it easy, it'll shorten up quite a bit because it'll curve after it hits the rail. I don't know why he's drawing this. See that?
It's spun.
Did you see it curve? It was going right at the one ball, but it curved away from it. And that's the whole reason he missed it, because he put draw on it. So I have a feeling that Banda is, all Filipinos play pool, and all of them have some proficiency because it's just what they do over there. But I have a feeling he's not a real high-level player just by how he kicked at that ball. Because that was the wrong way to kick at it.
That's the one thing I haven't looked at to see how long has he been around here.
Well, that was a nice shot there. That stun to the rail and bring it up table with English. That's. I watch Interchangex play, and I'm just like, he does a lot of things that are pretty advanced. He looks like somebody that really knows how to play pool a lot of times, and I'm a little baffled as to why he hasn't done better in these things. I think it's like semi-pro, where sometimes he just mentally isn't there.
Banda's only been in VP4 online for 6 months, and he came on in July.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always a learning experience. It's great to play in these tournaments and great to play, players at a higher level. That's how you learn.
That picture is a link that Steve posted for Crescent City, which is up the west coast of the States.
That's a tsunami catcher. It's like got a mountain range across one side, the harbor's a crescent, and it's the whole city's just waiting to get wiped out. It did in '64 with the last earthquake. I mean, it's.
The crazy thing is they go and rebuild the city in the same place.
Yeah, well, it's got a nice harbor and stuff. It's just, it's just sitting there waiting to get wiped out. I'm sure, the alarms went off when they had that earthquake in Japan, because an earthquake in Japan could definitely produce a big enough tsunami to wipe out Crescent City.
So it's going to be 6-0. So I wonder if Banda's going to. That's the next question to ask, of whether he's going to have the stomach to hang in there. We'll see. So Interchangex comes up dry. No. Well, again, there wasn't an awful lot of thought went into that shot by Banda. That's not a good sign. He could have come up with something better than that if he'd just taken a minute to think about what he was doing there. He just pushed the one around the table, hoping for the best. I think he's demoralised already when you see a shot like that.
Yeah, so that fault I was talking about off the west coast, it went off in January 26, 1700. So it was over 300 years ago. It was a 9.0, and the high water lines were 10 feet from that in Japan. And on the west coast, it was 75 feet.
Well, used all of the pocket.
Oh, this is
right pace.
this is going to be a wampum. It looks like. This is just kind of a little stun draw here, or you can go. If you go, you can go forward off the rail. He's gonna try to stun draw it, and he didn't draw it enough.
Well, he's got
got the
loads of
bedhead
room.
cut, or he can play safety. You know, he's got a nice look at safety, putting the cue ball on the 9-ball.
I don't think he'll have any thoughts of safety. I think he's just going to cut and risk bumping into the 8-ball or whatever. But he's bound to.
Well, I think with this shot, where the cue ball is, you would shoot it every time in VP. In real life, you might play safe just because it's hard to stretch that far.
That's going to hit the knuckle. No, it's going to scratch. That's going to scratch. No, it isn't.
Oh.
Well, here we go. Get good on the 8 and you should be home and dry. And he's got to risk the scratch in the side pocket here, because that's the one safe way, but he's not even risking that. He's going to play it long distance.
The thing is this guy is Filipino. He's gotten drilled in real life too, because there's a lot of good players in the Philippines.
Oh, hang on a minute. This might not be so pretty. That's careless.
Yeah, that's just speed got away from him.
This is how you end up giving the guy a gift.
This is tricky to get this past the side pocket. You got to put a lot of English on this if you want to get past that side pocket.
And he's got to hit it with a lot of pace as well.
Well, he's not going to go past the side pocket. He's just going to play the bank.
This will be a good bank if he gets it.
Yeah, I mean, these pockets at this angle are pretty receptive. I would probably back cut bank this, because I think it's more receptive at that angle. Use a little English to help you. Well, if you bank it the other way, you know, the pocket's just not as big.
Yeah, but he's going to back cut bank. You've got to push that across to the rail to make the potting angle from there. I don't think the line's dead on for the bank into the bottom right. I think you've got to pick a line there.
Well, he's going into the other pocket.
And that's going
and he didn't get it.
Now, if he misses a double kiss, then Banda's going to get his gift. And he'll be breaking next rack, so hopefully this will maybe settle the nerves.
Interchangex said no control as usual. Well, maybe he needs to work on his mouse. Maybe he needs to find some mouse secrets. He needs to talk to Albin. And there we go. He's on the board.
So he can relax now. Well, the ball's broke well there. 9 balls gone in.
Why? Because he's off the nut. He can relax.
Yeah, well, there's always that in the back of your mind when you can't get a score on the board. You're just desperate to get a score on the board. So he's got it a bit sooner rather than later. I mean, it could have been 9-0 down, and he has to look on the bright side. Now, again, he's got half a pocket with that 3-ball. It does go past the 6. In fact, there's loads of room off the jaw. There's a question of whether he's happy with that, so he'd just be stopping the cue ball here. Well, he's got to use the full pocket. And of course, the 4-ball's dead in the water, so unless he's going to play it and kill it for a bank on the 4. Yeah, he's hit it straight into the 6, so he didn't line it up properly. So Interchangex can try and feather the 3 very soft. He's holding the cue ball the other way as he got the cover. Well, he's just got it. Now, quick look at the 4. And I think you could cheat the pocket with that 4 past the 10. It's very, very, it's doable, but You got to hit it soft, I think, to give it any chance. We'll soon find out. Interchangex thinks it goes.
I had a message from I guess he's a new user. Okay, new user.
No, he's caught the 10. Welcome to Spud Boy. Well, Interchangex has got a bit fortunate there.
Oh no, this guy's been around a long time. Maditude. He's German. He's been here since...
I've seen that name in the lobby, yeah.
Yeah, well, he sent me a message. Suggestions for snooker. The first suggestion was put in foul and miss.
Right, so he's obviously paying attention.
Well, he probably doesn't he doesn't realize it's an option. You have to set the option to what you want. The second thing, which is a kind of a common question, is when you've got the screen for free shot, you know, you can't always see things as good as you want, and he didn't understand how to get the 3D view.
Oh yeah, pressing the Alt button.
Yep.
Well, if he's German, I mean, first of all, I would say if he's German, most Germans are pretty good English speakers.
Yeah. Oh no, he wrote support, and his writing was very good.
Right. So he's just blind then. He just can't read what's on the screen.
Well, I does it say on the screen press Alt? I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I think the default foul and miss is it's off. You know, you have to turn it on.
Yeah, you have to set it to. I think you can set it. What is it? You set it to champion level or whatever it is.
Well, there's pro level and then there's like an amateur level.
Yeah. So he's been around VP4 that long and he's never noticed these things. So I presume you told him and explained everything then, Steve.
Of course.
Good. So this is just out into the table. Now what lines he got? See, he's left himself dead straight. So now he's he's trying to pinch a bit here to go forward, I think. Yeah.
Bill and Vincez are playing next Saturday at 2 p.m.
Yeah, I'll be there for that because I finish work early on the Saturday. And that'll be you falling out your bed at that time, Steve.
No, that'll be me getting done with golf about that time.
So 7-1 to Interchangex. I think
there's a dry break. Let's see if Banda can do something with this. Now, the good thing about this is that the cue ball is going to go naturally towards the 2. So this is kind of shot that, you know, one option is just to roll it at the 2 and take the bump. But he missed the ball.
Now he needs to take the lucky roll.
Yeah, and this is where, in the rule mod I was talking about, you'd be able to give it back because he missed the ball he was shooting at. He didn't call safe.
I'm going to ask you a question, Steve, and I want you to give me an honest answer.
You're asking a lot, Hugh.
Were you having a good time last night, Steve? You sound a little bit rough to me. Just a little bit rough.
I drank a little bit of wine. Not anything really excessive, but I did have some wine.
Right. Were you partying and singing?
No, I was just at home. It was just the wife and I at home. I had maybe a half a bottle of wine.
Maybe it's just early in the day and your vocal cords haven't relaxed enough yet.
Well, I don't usually drink very much, you know. I mean, that's a big drinking night for me.
I think when you're 6'7" and you have to quantify. I don't usually drink a lot. I mean, a lot to you is like 2 gallons to any other normal human being.
No. Drinking takes practice, and I'm out of shape. Well, that was a nice shot.
Well,
now this is where you play safe. Let's see
Yeah.
if he a little touch safe behind the 7.
Just
Or you could thin to 4. That's an easier safe. Thin to 4 and go behind the Great Wall of China over there.
It's the most obvious shot to play, but he's going. Now he's overstepping his bounds here, getting ambitious. What
Yeah, this is how this is how you lose.
Yeah, this is doomed to failure.
Well, if he made it, he's hooked himself. That's the problem. You know, see what he did with the cue ball, and he's going to get lucky again. But you know, this is a pretty easy hit. 3 rails would be the preferred thing here, and send a 4 ball down behind those the Great Wall of China down there. He's going to actually shoot this.
He's got to watch the scratch here, because if he catches the back end of this, he'll be gone.
Well, this isn't a good shot to shoot at, because the problem is...
Commentator's eye.
The problem is, if he hits it in the hole, there's a good chance he's scratching the other pocket, and getting on the 5 was tough, so... You know, that's just not a good shot to shoot at.
Right, the 5... Let's have a look at the 5. The 5 goes past the 8. Now, the other thing to do is, it's a bit tight into the side, but I think he's made his mind up that he's trying to get up.
I'd probably shoot it in the side myself.
Oh, I don't know what he played there.
Just because it's easy to get on the 6. Well, he's in a good spot. This is just a real nice little soft draw. This is a touch shot. You know, you got to hit this with a lot of spin, but soft.
Oh, cue ball's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's... it's good he's playing in the tournament. He's got a ways to go.
Yeah, he's in way over his head.
Sargo's in here watching him. He may be checking out potential league player. But you know, the good thing about him is he's got a fairly low rating. Let's see what his 9-ball rating is. 9-ball, 1945. Yeah, it's not that low. His rating's a little high for how he plays. But he'll still get a lot of balls.
So 8-1 to Interchangex. Break goes back to Banda.
Speaking of leagues,
as far as I know, there's still only one team set up.
Go look.
I haven't looked at it for a couple of days, but I think there's only one. Well, not a good safety. So Banda's got a lot to learn, which he will get if he plays often enough. He'll soon learn.
Yep, there's only one team set up.
And there's not enough players actually signed up to the league where they just want to be signed up as a player. There's about 5, I think. There's not enough players in there yet either.
Let's see. Are we going to have a New Year's tourney? Right now we've got 4 players. New Year's tourney starts at 12:30.
50 minutes time, yep.
And we've got 4 players. We need 8 for it to go. It's got a minimum of 8.
We've got 2 teams already in the Monday night 9-ball Scotch doubles. Me and Slim signed up last night. Chimpy and is it Brainful?
Well, that probably means that this other tournament's not going to go off, or it means that there's going to be a chance for somebody else to get in there and win it. Although Spectre Don and Mr. Bill are in.
Yeah, Spectre Don won that one last night.
Jose and Spud Boy. So we got 4 people. We need 4 more.
Now, I think we need to have a quick look while Interchangex is clearing up here to